They're all streams. Like I don't.
That is a nice one.
Straight 18.
Sorry to hear that, Tom. Sorry to hear that.
Well, I have an average.
Oh.
Ooh, those are good.
Ooh.
16, 14, 12, 14, 16, 14. They both have those.
Oh no. Except for the 5.
Okay. Anyways,
Time.
Alright, guys, let's behave now. Unfortunately.
We're
not paid to behave.
Our party is literally known for fucking everything up.
I'm wrong shite.
No! It was our glorious leader fault.
What? No.
How is it his fault that you failed the roll? This I want to
the only thing he might have screwed up with is the fact that
it was his idea, though. But
no, that was not my idea.
No, I can't bring up the video anymore. But I very distinctly remember him initially suggesting something along the lines of 2 you can switch, and then you guys went like, no, we need to split the watches a bit more, and then it was like, okay, and then they split it up like that. It was like so stupid.
I have no idea. I can't remember anymore. Remember, somebody failed critically failed the roll. Yes, I know. Hush, hush. Critically failed rolls. Burned. Too bad. Correction, granary.
All right. So when last we left our heroes over this band, brighter out, but unfortunately the clouds are still very much so in the way.
The fucking retard that tried to break into the balcony.
You guys are still in your rooms.
Wakes up, gets out of bed, gets dressed, cleans.
Wait, what are you doing?
Look, new map.
Map?
We have rooms and so on. It's cool.
Oh, I don't seem to be here. I feel.
You're not here. That's. All right, so you guys are gonna like head out. You're gonna
oh yes, Fedora.
So you guys kind of you guys exit like your rooms. There's this nice like little walkway and a balcony that kind of opens down to the. You can see a familiar Goliath figure, just kind of sitting down at the bar.
It's like, ah, he's back. One thinking in my head.
Back.
It's the big fella.
You notice that kind of next to him, there's like a nice little sack of gold for.
It's like, why am I not surprised?
Wait, you see?
By the bar. Well, it's made in Barovia, I should say. It's essentially good.
Yeah. Alcoholism.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah, loops around basically. So
right,
you guys want you can move yourself downstairs now.
I feel good.
What?
Well, yeah, if you want to be technical, this is the downstairs area.
Toilet?
Yeah.
He is well aware that you're awake. It wasn't.
Go up behind him, tap him on the shoulder.
But your old Goliath friend is just kind of like enjoying himself on this morning.
I am not old at all. Flora Castle.
Fun, my friend.
Anyways, at this point, I go. Basically, is the bartender also the innkeeper, or is it someone else?
The innkeeper.
Him a golden coin and take the 3 silver.
I give him
Don't know the value of money, do they?
It's still the same.
Still the same old, same old.
But thanks.
Ah, why would I stop being generous?
Coin back to you. You're overpaid.
It is totally fine.
I also tap him. Like that could also be used to pay for rooms for several nights. It's like, how long you plan on staying here?
I'm afraid I am quite sorry. I do not have any extra rooms other than you could those 3. He points over to Quentin, Marmon, and the druid.
So,
Ghost, you still there?
I am here. Bunking with my friend. Problem. Are the beds big enough for this man? And
The innkeeper, the bed is big enough for him.
Yes.
It should.
That's a big fucking bed.
Oh, you underestimate my strength, friend. I'm not.
Oh my god!
He pushes all of the coins back to you. He's like, I will, on my family's honor, accept this payment. A bed for the night cost 1 electrum piece, or 5 silver. A cooked wolf steak cost 1 electrum piece. Wine, 3 electrum pieces.
Ooh.
Sorry, no, 3 copper pieces.
This should cover it.
Yeah, he 3 of the gold coins. He hands the rest to you, and he goes to make food. For those of you who also give back your money, since clearly the Goliath isn't going to give up on this.
Exactly.
Clearly. I end up with like 20 platinum by the end of this, just because he doesn't actually know what he's
for
drinking.
saying you're a member of the Knights Templar, you are not very good with money.
No, I don't. It's not that I'm not good with money.
No, I mean, here's the thing: the Knights Templars were remarkably smart about the way they used their money. You lent money, so people trusted them. Just a natural result of that.
Yeah, that's why I give people money. And I say hey,
trust is the if you can trust for sure. Well, then you go to that bank.
The Knights Templar, the most amazing of banks.
Well,
yeah,
basically, yeah, because if you basically give them your money, they'll give you basically a piece of paper, and basically you don't have to carry that money around. You don't have to worry about people robbing you. You just go to any Knights Templar, and they'll be like. Anyways, so
comes back with our breakfast. I'm assuming we eat and.
Yeah, he brings out. Yeah, he comes out about 30 minutes later. Brings out where wolf steak and other things like that. And of course, some wine for all of you.
So basically, steak and eggs with wine. Lovely.
You have no idea.
I look at the bartender and I just laugh. I know she's bad with drinks.
Everybody knows.
Yes.
Everybody's seen.
Well, I must say, you are some of the most interesting characters I've ever seen. Suddenly, the man who's sitting at the south table kind of just chuckles. He's got his cane placed against the ground. So tell me, what brings you here?
It's like we're
here in Barovia.
One moment we were surrounded by a ridiculous amount of
half elf man stands up. He's wearing very colorful Rotavio, and he gets he walks up and kind of just does a little kind of bow. He's like,
it's like Tristan Burley at your service.
It's quite pleasant to meet all of you. His elbow against the table and rests his head on his hand.
After what happened last night, I'm thinking about going to the lake and trying my hand at fishing. I've been told it's great stress relief.
You are the one that needs stress relief, really.
Are you stressed?
I was trying to convince him, but you.
I don't even need relaxation. We are going to go and.
You died. Well, that is interesting.
A bandit camp, and then the bandits went. You see that druid over there?
Would you just?
I like raising my hand. Hello.
Running around and making noises. So he was seen and I was seen. So I tried to get our party out of trouble, and I trained towards me. No, they were bickering amongst themselves and waiting.
That is out of character talk.
No, in character, you guys were arguing.
In character, I wasn't by anyone else.
I was penetrated in many ways, and they were all mostly non-pleasant.
Something you're used to.
I am getting penetrated with balls. Yes, you are right. Now shut up. I was talking to this man, and yes, it went.
Dude, aren't you just a colorful band?
No,
He's definitely as most colorful as they come, as far as I can tell.
These people have the same color. What are you saying?
And I was like, he's also not the brightest. whisper, like the silo whisper thing.
I will have you know.
I'm sorry.
It's the joke thing.
Augusto is guaranteed to hear you, or Revicto might not have. Rictavio.
You're saying he's wrong, Augusto?
Yes, I have been educated in memes.
In 99.6 sexual positions.
Just shut up.
What are you?
He says, oh, would you look at the time? And he closes his pocket watch. I'm sorry. Check my horse. I shall. Have a good day, all of you.
It's like, by the way, it's like sorry about
Good day, sir.
What?
Of course, I don't know. Milov, am I the only guest currently? Other than these 8 here. Yeah. Well, then I shall see you all quite soon.
I start to tell you.
Why?
You never told me your name.
Actually, he did.
Do you need?
Actually, yeah, I think Marmon is the only one who has a name, and that's mostly just because he wasn't there when he told everyone else what his name was.
What's your name, big guy?
My name is Augusto Victus. Good to meet you. And I shake his hand and I roll a strength check to see how hard I crush it.
Name?
Oh dear God.
Roll me a strength. Just
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, so Augusto, you go to shake hands and you feel your hands crack from this half-orc's handshake. I'm just gonna point this out right here. You could be a virgin and still understand what the fuck he's talking about.
I know, but
as part of your oath, you must abstain from this.
So if you grew up among them,
We're not. No. If you say this, the video will be demonetized. Please do. Your video just got demonetized and removed from YouTube.
Is it even monetized from the beginning?
Party.
Normally, yeah.
So, Augusto, it seems you're quite keen on talking a lot at time. Perfect. You just
Curiosity sake.
You think he just kind of like thinks like
What be? Yeah, sure.
We were in our ruckus last night. Don't know how much.
He brings out a map and he just kind of shows you kind of a map of the town. He's like, go to the Arcrest here on the map, and you know there's like an X on the map showing you where you are currently. To here, I will switch you guys over to the map.
Yes.
Okay. Card is N5. All sorts of things. You can't miss it. It's right across from the coffin maker's shop.
It's like, well, much obliged. It's like I grab my. It's like the gear that I would normally take for everything. That's for basically going around, walking around. Oh, moving on.
I guess I'll be following him.
I say so, Marios?
Yeah, sure, you can go. Yeah, I'll follow. I didn't think I have anything else.
So, Meadows, it's like, how do you feel about some fishing?
Dear God, that is weird. What did they do? Works, and I like.
I can try and shoot some fish with my short bow.
It's like I still have my old kit from back home. So I haven't used it recently, but it should be all perfectly good condition.
That can only go well.
It's like, so it's like we head to the stockyard, I'm assuming then.
You wish to shoot fish.
But I want to try, you know. Let's just try. Let's see what happens.
What's a deer?
A deer? You have never seen. It's like a horse with horns.
More pathetic.
Sorry, they're not called horns, they're called antlers.
Yes, but...
Oh, you mean a stag?
Stag, yeah.
Yes, sir. Deer, it's called the female part of the species, and stag is the male
back
part.
Back in medieval, which is why I'm telling you.
Yes, and I'm glad you are. So, anyways, can we continue on?
Yes, again.
Yeah, you guys.
Do we make our way over there?
Yeah, as you guys walk through the town, you guys sort of see banners of kind of claiming a festival. The Wolf Head Jamboree. Some people take in replacing them with new banners. Just as you're kind of like walking through, there's the occasional person here and there. When there were back in Barovia, but still, like, people seem to be very, more or less, very, kind of down, like, grim-faced.
Any mysterious screaming?
There isn't any mysterious screaming in this town. There was in Barovia.
Atmosphere seems quite festive.
Yeah, actually, let's see here. Like through here to the town square, or you can just go along the main road. Which are you gonna do?
Main road. It's the fastest way.
After just like some time, it's just kind of just walking around. Though there's a couple of you walk past a couple of guards, and they're just like they just kind of give you a little wave as you go by, and
I wave back, very, very, very happy.
And
I nod.
I scare. I smile.
In just a few. It's just the thing I will never understand. Yeah, you guys
just say main road in shop.
Yeah, you guys get to the Raskin stockyard. There's a large kind of stockyard, several locked sheds along the periphery. It lies at a roomy warehouse. There's a wooden sign above the front gate. It reads the Raskin stockyard. Part to the south is a sturdy carnival wagon. Colorful. Its colorful paint's kind of starting to peel off. Faded leathers on the side of its
Try to open that with my teeth.
Walking in through the front door like any other customer would, I'm assuming then.
Yeah, the stock. Oh yeah, so you guys you very quickly kind of.
This is a place to come if we need to buy something.
It is.
It's like you wouldn't happen to work with silvering weapons by any chance, would you?
Many people here who could do such a work.
Not many, so there is some.
Well, none that I know of.
For fuck's sake! This was a waste of time then.
I can tell
weapons from someone. Good advice. Do you have any magical? Well, I was gonna go to the right price. And I put down a golden coin and say, keep that. And I walk out.
At least, sir, do you have some traveling supplies?
Yes, of course. Yes, we have all sorts of adventuring. What would you like?
Ration.
Rations, please. Do you have any available? And what's the price?
You can't. Rations.
We
rations are not a purchasable item. You purchase food. And
do you have a healer's kit?
Yes. I in fact do. One moment. Universe. Sorry, it's just.
Right at the bottom of the page 150. Literally at the bottom.
We should get Scald in here, man.
Oh, yes. Nice.
Sure, we can figure something out. It's like I'm trying persuasion basically to see. Sixer, it's like sadly we didn't have any earlier, or else then we probably would have saved someone's life, or not. So it's like, is there any way we can little arrangement?
He quite. In fact, I'm merely asking for the price that I have to get it myself. I'm selling this to you at cost, my friend.
Very well. I pull out 25 gold.
No, only 24. There's a golden piece on the counter.
It's like, that was a tip you left behind. That's no.
Oh yeah, no, it's not counting. It's
already
gone.
I'll just walk in, toss a platinum coin to
oh my god!
To how's he called? Tristan, and I'll say, yeah.
This can in fact happen.
Thank you. I'll make a note of that.
Still?
Yes, of course. Buckler, and he's like, 50 gold pieces.
I just look at him and say, do you have a tower shield?
A tower shield? I am unaware of what that is.
Asking for the biggest shield you got.
I suppose that would be the kite shield, and he's like, he brings up a a plain kite shield that has like the gray leather kind of over it. He's like 50 gold.
Do you have one made out of metal?
Good one. You own that.
Why would we waste our precious metal on a goddamn shield?
Maybe later. It is fine.
That only covered your shield.
I don't need a shield. I'm buying it for him.
Thank you, but I have the necessary gold for it.
And
Keep it for now. If I require some financial aid, I'll tell you if you're willing to pay for me. Thank you.
You literally said you were. I assumed you were.
And I'll decrease 50 gold.
And also a...
Correct?
Yes.
Alright, perfect.
This isn't... Actually...
Hand this over to Maros. It's like, now you have everything we need for that little trip.
Do you have a scimitar?
55 gold pieces.
Can I pay an electrum?
What?
I'll be 50 electrum then.
Yeah, that would be 50 electrum.
Yes, you can pay an electrum.
I don't think
So I give him 50 electrum.
Veros did tip the barkeep a silver coin.
Okay.
Before she left.
Tipped him like a lot more.
Dear.
He gave you all of your money back.
Jeez.
Hey, I tipped him I tipped him a reasonable amount.
Yes, but I'm not talking about you. We're talking about a ghost.
Fair point.
Well, shall we twist
Well, is there anything else if you would like? I have crossbow bolts, parchment, perfume,
iron.
Not
specifically
out there in search for. He's like, rangers are still willing to go out into the fucking forest.
Because rangers.
Also, Templar, quick question.
We just say that we just have to say this. Rangers are like some of the most badass people in D&D because they're literally like in their lore. It literally says these are the guys who will solo fucking dragons if they have to.
Quite this character in Teresium, he's a useless cunt.
I'm beat you.
Nobody cares about Teresium here.
All right. Is there anything any of you require?
Out of character moment.
Yes.
If I was to buy a whip, could I use it in Indiana Jones style or not? Like, which one? It's like, do you have a whip?
Yes.
I do not have a whip.
He literally just grabs one from underneath the counter and he's like, 10 gold pieces.
Thank you.
Okay, so to let you know, a whip does 1d4 slashing damage, weighs 3 pounds, and it has the qualities of finesse and reach.
Oh,
Yay.
I can say don't cry.
It's okay, and you're like, I need my ribs.
Presses a little bit further. No, you don't.
I release my
Your rib cage.
No, does he make a squeaky noise?
No, he does not.
Does he have to make a constitution check should he does well against the hug?
No, it was just it wasn't something that would do damage. He's like, anything else? Look, I even have pulls out an hourglass. Can use.
What does it do?
It keeps track of time for an hour.
Why would we need that?
To tell
It's
time.
facepalm.
Why would we need to keep?
Everyone in the town gets the urge to facepalm.
It shows your life expectancy.
That's like,
Oh, God damn it! I will. I will.
Pyphros, gain inspiration.
I will purchase that.
He's like, yeah, 25 gold pieces.
Never mind.
He's running.
I have ring mail, some chain mail, of course. Might have a splint armor back there somewhere.
I would love to have that splint armor if you could find me one.
I wouldn't.
Sir, it is its size. He's kind of big.
No, if someone shall refit their armor. Goodbye, sir.
Oh wait, that would actually be better for me as well.
it's like this is what,
Oh, for half plate? Oh, 1,000 gold pieces.
it's like damn it. It's like don't have it. It's like,
You cannot play. One cannot be frugal when they're talking about something that might protect them from death.
It's like,
oh no.
It's like, can I owe you a favor if you help out in this regard?
Ooh, favors. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Oh, wait,
You know, the last person ended up that owed him a favor, right?
It's like I'll meet. It's like I only need you to meet me halfway there.
well, here, 1,000 gold pieces. I hand him a purse with 1,000 gold. Favor. Sure. A deal's a deal.
Oh, why?
It's like,
So you. Perhaps you would like to see your enemy coming before they can even see you. I have this, and he brings out a nice, looking small lockbox, and he opens it, and inside of it, there's a spy glass.
Some manacles, some oil flask, or some.
Of course, we have olive oil. We have 5 silver pieces.
How much?
5 silver pieces.
He said 5 silver.
Or one of those here, the manacles. Right.
2 gold pieces are the manacles.
Where are the manacles?
It's 1 silver piece, but you are overpriced.
10 gold pieces for the manacles.
Don't say in character for obvious reasons.
Alright. And then I want to buy the manacles, so just the 2 oil flags and
by the way, this is like, guys, also, it's like, how many
Holy shit.
As much as I love this looking glass, spying glass, sorry. I think I'm gonna have to decline since I am.
Or being able to see things from a range that your enemy could be unaware.
Taking a certain fort, if you remember.
Just put 1,000 gold. How much that is?
We don't have to pay for it now. We can get it later. Just basically put that on.
Oh dear God.
Come back for it another time.
I look at the shopkeeper. I'll.
You got at the moment.
I have 2.
It's like that. 4 of us at least undercover. It's like this for the party. It's like so. Yeah, it's like we'll take them.
Yes. How many? You want both of them? 25 gold pieces.
It's like. So, seeing how we're going to split these tents, it's like, anyone else want to help pony up some cash for this?
Yeah, I'll put down another platinum coin.
Alright, that's 10 gold pieces covered. You have 4.
I have like 998 more
I'll
platinum.
get 1 too.
I'll probably sleep in the carriage, so yeah.
Okay, only pieces have been put down. I just need 5 more
Put
gold.
the 5 gold down.
Okay. He takes it and he he hands you up the packed up tents.
The tents and put it on my back.
As like, why don't you just put this in the back of the carriage for obvious reasons?
Well, someone needs to carry it too.
I mean, you guys didn't bring the carriage with you. Like, you guys...
It's like, no. It's like, wait a minute. Doesn't someone have a certain magic bag on them?
What? What do you mean, magical bag?
It's like,
magic.
It's like a bag that allows you to carry so much stuff.
Yeah.
So I got this one. It's like...
one moment, please. I'm just going to do this.
Taps his fanny pack of fanny bag.
By the way,
against the door, and like that, you hear
like,
the.
Oh dear God.
It's like, nope. It's like not having it.
The back of the door. It is locked with a heavy padlock on it. On the actual, you actually see an inscription on the door itself. And on the inscription it reads, "I bring you into light." Metal and a snarl of like something inhuman.
Hello.
Actually, upon closer inspection, the sides of the wagon are splattered with dry blood.
It's like, nope. It's like, guys, get him away from there now.
I'm going to maul away the lock.
No.
It's like, we stop him. Like, everyone piles him. Like, no.
No, you guys are like really far away from him. Actually,
Oh God.
You're approaching, and he's the only one who approached it.
Don't you do anything stupid again, or we
I'll
will
go,
really disband you.
Don't you want him? What are you doing over there?
So you want,
yell
all
at
right? So
him.
you want to try and break the lock? All right, roll attack.
I just want to
and then slams and then knocks back against the door again.
It's like, he's like,
try number 2.
See the stupid thing. He's like, you want to play that game?
You almost actually did hit the lock this time, but you didn't really do any damage to it.
Like it's like, all right.
God damn it! What's this lock?
Is there a door nearby?
Because I can do better.
Can we go get a guard?
There's a natural 20 on my thieving tools.
In.
No, that's still a natural 20.
Up amateur.
Wait, do I open the lock with a 19?
I mean, this padlock is pretty important, so I'm gonna probably say no, you don't. Oh
It's
wait.
like at this point I.
Oh, actually, wait a minute.
Oh dear God. Blah.
You actually might be able to pick this. 1 second, I gotta go use a roll chart. 1 moment.
I swear to
It's
God,
like
if we advance
I
the
will
plot
have
by
you
this
killed if
idiocy.
you keep this up. I'm literally kicking out of the party.
I hate to break it to you, but he hasn't exactly done anything stupid.
Yet.
You know.
He hasn't noticed it while he's walking to it.
He did notice it.
I have.
No, he did notice it. That's why he's investigating.
Yeah, that's why he's investigating.
Yeah.
That's why I'm investigating.
That's actually a pretty normal thing to do.
Why not also call guard while it's at it?
It's like basically my character is literally it's like I've had enough of this and basically has
You're not
gone-
doing
basically
anything.
turned around. When that door opens, when I know eventually it will, it's like what it is behind. It's like he's still breaking in and everything.
It is a carriage, right? So it's not breaking in.
I believe your character will pay with your life to resurrect
Ghost,
you
what's your
after
armor
that.
class?
We don't because he's
My
executed by
AC
law.
is a 16.
Okay. Some like as he like picks the lock, he kind of hears a cleanse. Let's see. You take.
Tell me this is like one of those traps.
Oh!
Thank
And he is out!
Alright, we still have most of our class
Take
left.
10 poison damage.
Oh, that's only 10. That's not bad. I'm still alive.
Is he poisoned yet?
Fortunately for him, he hasn't yet been infected. Actually, yeah, no, you actually have the effect. But that's it. The lock is undone.
Does something come out and am I dying?
I'm gonna.
Wounds on my ass. Does that hurt? And I can cast that at second level, right?
Get another one, D8, basically, if you do it second level.
But at second level because I'm only level 2. Yay, lowest level character.
Alright, so I am going to stand right next to the door, and I'm going to get one of my knives, my dagger of venom, and I'm going to, well...
You open the door and suddenly the growling stops.
Can I look?
Attack me.
It wanders over to you, and it's like suddenly it like moves its snout up near your hand. Starts licking it.
Hey, motherfucker! You just stole my pet.
I pet.
Walks out completely. You notice it's wearing like a specially fitted half plate on it. And it's like it kind of like nuzzles up against your belt, and then suddenly it starts eating.
I'll
feed
just
it to
pull
you.
out.
So that is 7 rations gone.
Yeah. You notice on the door. You notice on the door. There's a lot of scratches from like the claw marks of the tiger.
I just go and be like, "Hey, buddy," because I'm literally right there, and I hold down like a piece of meat.
It kind of smells you, and then it's like, and then just kind of like nuzzles up against you as well.
And there goes
You're right. I thought I was gonna smell the retardation.
You now notice actually on the inside of it, you notice that there's near the floor on the floor of the wagon, and you notice that there's some like leftover pieces of like bloodied steak.
Oh, it's so cute. Do we? I just go like, all right, wait here, Mayros, could you be so kind to keep this?
Put him back, and I yell from over here.
I walk into the shop.
Let's put back the big cat inside.
We're trying to put him back inside.
You have animal handling.
I do have animal handling. It's a cat.
Yeah, you notice that there is a yeah. So you're gonna try and do animal handling. Just try and get it ahead the wagon.
It's a tamed animal.
And actually, once you get in the wagon, I need you to roll me a strength check. Or like suddenly you are pushed against the floor as the tiger just places its paws onto your back, and then you're on the ground, and it just lies down.
It's like
sweet.
It's like, guys, find him now.
As you're actually against the floor, you actually see a like remains of a doll.
Hello, Tom.
It's on the floor. Like, it appears to be like the plaything of the tiger.
What did
It's
I
like, can I reach your
Carnival. Long story.
Yeah, you can reach it.
I'm trying to buy a tiger.
No, you're not.
Oh.
You
Yes, I am.
other
I went to
idiot.
the shop gave
Yeah,
me a
and you
tiger.
broke and entered, basically.
Another thing is actually as you no, he unlocked it. He didn't break the lock. The lock's still intact.
I do believe that's still breaking and entering.
Yeah, and nowadays concerns, yes, it is.
Yes. You actually
Here come
actually
the
from
guard.
in the cart now, you can actually see very clearly there's a 1-foot hatch at the top of it. And it's actually like right below it is where a lot of the blood from the inlet.
Tiger, basically, or it is a tiger, right?
It is a saber-toothed tiger.
Oh, lovely, even better.
Oh god.
Challenge rating 2.
He actually starts like, he actually starts like kind of gnawing at your like the leather on your arm a little bit. Like not not breaking into,
Can you convince me? Yes, it's like, yes, I have a pixie living in my backpack. You like it happy?
Which is tiger I can change into. I said I can turn into it, not that I'm able to.
Yeah, no, if you just mean like you'll be able to turn to it later, then yes, of
down the
course.
road, yes.
The ability to do something and the fact you can actually do
Yeah, like no,
is
okay.
completely different.
I actually put it down in the
Is that
bio.
much more clear now?
Yes, it is.
Can I
try to lure the tiger off?
No, the issue is I completely understand why Iron misheard me.
At this point, it's I have the ball. I have the old torn up ball in my hand. It's lucky. Who's it good? Can I tell if it's male or female
He
or
knows
not?
what you meant. He just takes what you said.
Yeah,
Can I tell if
it's definitely a male saber-tooth tiger. You don't. There's
It's like, who's a good boy? It's like, it's like petting it on the head. It's like, don't.
All right, can I try to jump in to help him?
How do you even know what's going on?
the fairy actually the tiger to stand up, and he's like, come on, and they stand, and she just flies back into your backpack.
Like at this
I'll
point,
grab Tristan and drag him out of the cage.
I get out of this point, close the door, put the lock back on.
He seems to be nice.
Would all of you mind telling me what you're doing in my cart?
It's like
Rictavio is now standing in the stockyard. His draft horse is behind him.
It's like I check. I was like, I'm more than willing to explain everything that just happened.
Oh, I
quote unquote investigate your wagon for no.
Perfectly understandable.
And when he opened,
You explain. If you could explain that to our friend.
I can, but why what possessed you to possibly try and go inside of something that is scratching against the door again?
This is a Goliath.
Stupidity over arguing about it. It was like.
I was like, there's something stuck in it.
It was stupidity all around.
And it's none of your business there, Ghost.
It totally is.
You're adventurers. There are a lot of things that aren't your go-to.
Yes,
If you want to stay out of people's business, you should become a farmer.
I just like to point out, not everything we say is in character.
Yes.
The only other person who gets that besides me is Iron, because we both have to deal with that.
To the lake we go.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to find where the information of the lake is, and it's actually not in the table of contents. So.
Alright.
I recently looked at my filing cabinet where somewhere in there's a 3.5 monster, which is literally the Loch Ness.
Shall we not for sanity reasons at the moment, though, please?
Reasons of we.
Oh, so like you technically do count as like a CR5 party.
I am a level 2 cleric.
Tough luck for you.
It goes by the highest.
Why?
No, it goes by the average of the party, which is the average of the party is level 3. Then it goes +1 for every person you have above 5 people.
4 actually.
5. It says 5e says 5. 4. We read this yesterday.
All right.
Baby, don't hurt. No.
If it's based off 4, then that means you're a CR6 party rather than a CR.
Fair point.
Yay.
And you guys have fought CR6 monsters and all died horribly.
Celine, it's like, about last night.
Suggestion,
For fuck's sake,
have that
don't.
discussion in whisper, so that the rest of the party will.
I am no mere mortal.
So it's like
I know
My
nothing.
character probably knows.
Oh, will you now?
Well,
Hey, Durden, what happened last night when I wasn't around?
actually he wouldn't even
I don't know.
All right.
You don't know?
All right. So,
You.
guys, as you
Anyone
approach,
interested in making?
guys, you guys exit through the north gate. The guards are like, still pretty grim faced, but they just kind of like, give you a nod, and they're like, and they open the gate.
I just waved.
Not always.
Okay, majority of the time because they're guards.
We'll be back before the nightfall.
No, not because they're in. I would hope so. We won't wait for you though.
I can. How?
Why is this person climbing up the walls? Kill them!
The only person who can get around the wall is me because I can just throw my dagger over it.
We could just turn to a spider and just crawl up as a spider.
or,
that too.
anybody else but Ghost by being sensible about it.
Anyways,
I would probably be the only one that gets literally can't get over that. But I
Black clouds overhead like a monstrous mirror. As you guys arrive along the shore, pulled up along the south shore are 3 small rowboats. You can see in the distance a 4th rowboat in the middle of the lake, figure sitting there with a fishing pole in hand.
at this point, it's like, well, no better place to fish than out on the lake. And it's like I basically, for obvious reasons.
So you don't drown.
Yes.
so,
My armor weighs like.
Basically, I'm traveling close.
Have you tried swimming with weights on? Even like 20-pound weights is actually quite a bit to swim with.
My armor doesn't even weigh 20 pounds.
You're wearing leather, aren't you?
Elven chain.
Elven chain.
You're basically wearing. It's basically equivalent to a point.
Yeah.
People, by the way.
Go out on a boat.
Should any of us? I mean,
says I'll fish by the shore.
It's like, could you watch my gear because I'm going to go out. It's like, make sure no one sticks in him. By the way, the only things I have on me.
Tristan, you want me to keep those in my bag of holding? There's nothing in there except for a
I'll let Veros watch over them for now.
Also, Quinton is no longer with us. Unfortunately, I'll stay with Marius by the shore side.
Oh no, Maro's
got him.
walking away.
Also, ask the pixie. Backpack. It's like, you don't have anything against fishing, do ya?
The Pixie's a PETA member.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, she's just like. Why? Are we fishing? Oh! Flies back into the pack. Comes out, she has like a little fishing uniform on with like a little tiny fishing pole.
Sorry, Iron. Actually, anyone. Is this just Puck from Berserk?
No, it's not. It's a fairy.
Have read Berserk, Tom.
I actually have not got. I have, but I have not gotten to the part where they met Puck. So I have
not read.
They meet Puck at the very start.
No, they don't.
It depends on how you define the very start. If I remember, very first episode or story arc.
Alright, this is besides the point. This is besides the point. Moving on. Yeah, sorry.
Let's move on. It's like, anyway, so I'll go fishing. Sure. All right, then. It's like just the two of us. It's like, I guess it's just the two of us, seeing how no one else wants to come out.
Out of character. Promise to use the ferry as bait.
Anyways, it's like, oh.
It doesn't matter if he's.
Okay, I might as well. It's like, I get into a rowboat, push it out, and start rowing it out to the lake. It's like over by the guy.
Just staring at his fishing pole. Grabs his pole and like sets the string out again. And he's just like watching it.
It's like, all right. I will say this: flashbacks to round, puts down pole, dives in after it.
You don't hear screaming.
No. But it's like I'm thinking puppies.
All right.
So, is it
faster than you can actually catch up with it?
Is there anything I can do to basically make it even
in the water and Tristan just can not taking him.
Time.
No. I mean like he's taking off the he's taking off the shit that's suddenly
going to the sack.
A while. Roll me another athletics check.
Can I
so fucking
onto the boat and then
Should I just roll a survival check? Do well with fishing.
The fish don't bite.
Although survival is for gathering food as well.
It'd be nature, not survival.
Excellent.
There's a kick.
I pull out my dagger, and it's like, and is there a rope on the?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is tie. It is like tied up with rope. Very white, a blaster skin. She has like raven black hair, and
is he doing this? Well, does she look hurt?
It's like, do you got any healing spells for her? I might be able to.
Yeah.
Thank you, but I demand you return me to my family at once.
We shall.
You're welcome, but it's like, may I ask who you are?
My family's camp is outside of Vallaki. Vallaki.
Wait, why were you in a bag? Might I ask, my lady?
She points at the fisherman.
He
tried to kill me.
It's like, I point him. Gusto, he's like, you.
He's just sitting there with the rod in the water.
Yeah.
I think Celine should probably get her bow.
Adjusto, roll athletics.
Yeah, sorry, wait, why?
Because you're
swimming to the other.
Oh, I'm swimming.
Basically doing shark da.
Yeah, you're able to get onto the other boat. The man, really acknowledged you. He's just sitting there waiting for it, looking at his fishing rod. No, even literally, there's actually sailors who talk about this, but with old wooden ships like it, he just trying to sit. He just trying to sit there. He's just like
mute.
Does anyone out on the shore see what's going on at this point? Like, what the heck?
Would we see enough to understand?
That is the question.
You can see it. I mean, no, I don't think there's any way they could understand it without a spyglass or something like that.
All right.
Hint.
He's not currently out here right now.
Doesn't say anything. Is he dead?
Fish aren't biting.
He doesn't say anything because I'm not yet.
I poke him harder.
Fish aren't biting.
You were using her as bait?
Why won't the fish bite?
I'm going to.
Alright. Yeah, you hit him. Roll damage. Yeah, you hit him in the back of the head, and he's just like... He lurches forward, and then he sits back up and casts out the line again.
Can I pick him up and point and dip his head 3 fucking times?
Yeah, you can. He doesn't offer you any resistance.
Just throw him overboard at this point.
I'll do that, and I'll hold him underwater for a little bit.
There's a difference between. This is a difference between throwing him overboard and then drowning the guy.
I'm not drowning him.
You said you're going to water for a little bit.
And I'm raising.
And I said you did that.
Moving on.
That's like.
What the heck? Tell me when I'm needed.
Alright.
You're always needed.
Sure.
And starts, fishing again.
It's dragging the line.
Just throw him overboard at this point, Ghost. Let him swim back to shore.
I don't. He will be able to swim. Oh, the full story. Yeah. You know what?
Has that ever stopped you from doing before?
How pretty was the girl? How
What?
pretty was the girl? No one.
How old would the girl be actually?
You're throwing him overboard.
Basically.
And he just says, "Need to fish. Need to fish. Need food. Need to fish."
Ghost, I think you just need a map at this point.
Kick his ass off immediately.
Yeah, well, he gets back on almost immediately. Not a guy who
Oh.
Wait, do you have sleep?
You could swim.
Yes, I could, but I'm wearing heavy armor and I'm.
No, you took it off.
It's not You're not swimming such a long distance that it's going to be that much of a big deal. Yeah, so you swim back.
Have the others returned?
The others are all been waiting for you.
By the way, I asked the young girl her name.
Arabelle.
Where did you even find this girl?
She was
which reminded me of this one. I was very young at the time, and it's not something I rarely like to talk about.
Now, if you would be so kind...
You're still swimming at this point, or get my equipment? It's like, right, my lady. Do you know the way from here?
Yes.
I'm asking...
What's her father's name?
Yes.
Dad. Dad. Like, that was how I referred to him.
As sadly, the fishing trip is going to be cut short for obvious reasons. We'll come back another time, and preferably without him on the lake. It's like, so
carrying her, and she's like, "Carry me."
So you're going.
She immediately gets on his back, and then on top of his shoulders.
Yeah, exactly.
The only way
for miles.
the way only a 7-year-old can do so.
I get out a cookie and give her the cookie.
Where the...
This is
and that's his
mine.
treat.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm sorry. I'm just making sure that the way that you're going is the right way at the moment. I think you're heading 9, but I'm not sure.
Sure, we're going towards a 9.
Oh, sorry.
Also,
it's way
smack
out.
her in some branches of the trees. You're quite tall.
The road. So the road's clear of trees. You guys briefly go back into and say, "Oh, back so soon? You're only gone for a mere hour."
It's like we had to cut the fishing trip short.
One of the guards looks at the girl. He's like, "Is that you?" And she's like, "It is." It's like, "Oh, you best be getting back to your father now. I hear he's been worried sick."
Who's talking to her?
The guard.
The guards. Oh yes, I shall bring her back.
We are bringing her back.
Because he's strong, a healer, and probably smart.
It's not exactly an achievement, considering this party's average intelligence. Alright, so you guys walk through the town. You walk by a church similar in design of the church you saw at Barovia. And you then go through the west gate. The guards there, just kind of open the gate for you, and they're like, "All will be well." All right. Then a bit, there's like several like footpaths and like horse trails that lead sort of south, and she points down that way. The woods part and reveal an expansive clearing, small grass, decorative lanterns with from their sculpted eaves atop the hill. Above the fog is a ring of barrel-topped wagons that surround a large tent, with smoke pouring out from the hole at the top. The tent is very brightly lit from within. Even at this distance, you can smell the odors of wines that emanate from the area.
Interesting. And at this point, it's like, "Duh!" And just like
One of the people that's around, where I could find Annabelle's father.
we're we're all asking multiple people at this point. Like, excuse me.
Are we?
No, you're now at the you're now at actually I think I have a map for this.
Wait, do I see a tan like real looking?
No, I said that.
I'm not letting you out of my set with the girl. Let's see. Actual map.
Yes, there's an actual map.
We're going to be talking to cool people. Or, well, me and Prometheus are. Like, the other way around.
Alright, so this map isn't... Oh. Oh, shit. One moment. Actually, I'm just gonna reveal the kind of visual representation that...
Neat.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Wow, that's a beautiful map. Yeah, I'll just walk up and like,
is anyone trying to stop us though, accuracy?
Oh yeah, like you get immediately stopped by some they look very like wood elf in appearance, but their skin is very dark, and they aren't drow though. You've seen drow before.
It's like one of the guards or whatever is trying to stop us from it. It's like is Annabelle? It's like Annabelle. Is it the girl's name? Or it's like.
Well, they just see her. Like they literally see her, and they're like,
I lift her off my shoulders.
What are you doing? What are you doing with her?
It's like her.
Fuck off.
Are you all right?
It's like, if it wasn't for me, she'd be...
Shut up. Stop talking. Are you all right? Yes, I'm all right. They saved me. What happened to you?
Wow.
The drunkard and tried to throw me in the lake. I will curse him for this. He's like, I do not know if you can offer him a curse worse than the one he is already afflicted with.
He'll like escort the girl to her father.
I don't remember.
I said I just lifted her up a little, but
yeah, lifted up is different than lifted off.
yeah.
He actually said off.
So I'll just walk up to the big tent and
Did we not argue the same?
Alright, so pull up to the tent. Piled out. You know, you go through the ring of wagons that surrounds the top.
Okay.
Inside the wagons are several empty casks of wine. From the inside of the tent comes the crack of a whip, followed by howling of just young like yeah. You see 3 sputtering campfires. It's filling the tent with smoke. Through the 6, Vistani passed out in various places on the dead grass. A barely larger man in studded leather armor lashes the young man, also clad in like studded leather. And he's like, he looks to the bigger man. He's like, "Easy, brother. I think Alexei has learned his lesson."
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
And I will lift the young girl off my shoulders, and I will gently put her on the ground, and I will make a bow to her.
We both make now. It's like introductions, obviously.
Yes. We found this young lady in the lake. I did jump after her and made sure she wouldn't drown, as someone threw her in, and she told us to return her to you. That is what me and my companion here have done. There's more of us outside.
The big man is like, "Daughter," and he gives her a hug.
Are we just like a just loving father-daughter moment here? Like, aww.
Yeah, he's like a very like big guy. Like his like arms like completely like completely like cover her basically, and he's like, "Oh, I am." Well, a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
It's like I take a bow. It's like, Tristan Bradley at your service, and then I motion to my friend.
August, at your service. And I stand up. Or I try to. Is the tent tall enough for me to stand up?
Gentlemen, it is quite unnecessary, these men. And suddenly you notice the group of like 15 bandits that were behind you suddenly start to leave their crossbow. They start putting their crossbows away. Yeah. You saved my brother's daughter. I will leave you to this business. He's like, yes, he's like, I have many things available. Unfortunately, yes. I will allow you. You may choose a treasure from our treasure wagons. That is, sorry. You may choose any treasure from the treasure wagons. It is yours.
We are most thankful. We out and slay.
Tristan are getting loot.
Because
we're
Not a treasure each. You greedy bastard.
Well then, no. We have to.
You guys walk outside and you walk over to one of the you walk over to one of the wagons. He just kind of like takes you kind of on a wide bend on the outside of the wagons.
People who brought in the Roman Empire with like horses and stuff.
Hans.
Those are horses actually.
So
Yes.
they're gypsies then, are they?
Or any nomads that have ever existed throughout.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Just because they're bandits doesn't mean they're gypsies. Come on.
Of course it does.
Why would you guys have done nothing wrong to our knowledge?
He brings you over to flag just like all the other ones. And he's like,
I just think about.
all right.
It's like, so only one.
One
Not even going to do that. We're going to, if it's, here's the thing.
Okay.
You're not
There's
allowed
a
to.
wooden square rug with exquisite unicorn motif on it.
That's...
No.
small. There's a small
iron box because iron lockbox usually means.
He's like, you can look into it if you would like.
Yeah, that's.
I open up the iron chest.
It has 650 gold pieces.
Okay, I open up the wooden chest.
Oh, sorry. No, you. No, I thought that's what you were taking. Sorry.
You basically wanted to see
Underman, kind of.
I have plenty of money. Let's see if there's actual items here.
There is no actual items.
So the onyx, or like the jewelry box. What's that about?
Inside of 6 pieces of jewelry.
Like we already have a rogue though that does work with poisons. As I.
Yeah. Is there another? There was a throne. There was a.
It could be worth something.
Could I Is there anything inside of the rug, or is it just a rug?
It has the unicorn motif on it. It's very, very finely made.
It's like if it wasn't for me, we wouldn't even know about this. So.
If it wasn't for me, she.
Doing of my daughter, but if you could please not take.
Shoulder.
He.
I hope everything will be all right. Might I have one question? What was up with the guy?
Oh, so he left the chat. Like, good.
He left long ago.
No, I didn't think he left the chat. I thought he was basically just like, I'm gonna mute myself. Just let me know when you need me. I was like, oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna put the thing in my bag of holding, the chest.
So you have not paid for my items.
You've really been paying for them.
Yes, but again, you
have not been.
Oh, so in the goodness of your heart, you're basically being a. Oh, what's that word again? For me, none of
this wouldn't be alive. You forgot who took your body after you died back to the city to bring you back to life.
What's that? Remember?
Or we
you
could
didn't
have
pay for all of it.
The necromancer.
Oh my god.
No, you guys paid. You used his money to pay for the resurrection.
Remember, I was a lot richer than all of you.
No, you weren't. Okay,
I had by far the most money.
No, you didn't.
No,
you had way more.
It says something about the
about
him that this is his value of importance in the game.
You're like Venice from Civ. I have lots and lots of money. Yeah, so just putting that out there.
I am big and important.
Okay,
anyways,
but I think
we leave the camp and head back into town.
Yes.
Oh wait, if I see Annabelle around, can I give her a little.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry. I'm putting a stop to this right now. Stop it.
Alright.
You guys are. It's funny every name that completely, but you've been doing this the entire video, and there hasn't been a moment where you haven't been saying he hasn't been doing something.
I'm actually going to give to something that I've kept from
like
my childhood, and I'm giving it to her. A gnome-made music box. It's from the trinket items. They're 10 bucks.
For obvious reasons.
I know.
Any word that's